that overcame a lot of expectations, beating some favorites. Argentina had to beat the host, who 2 nights before had beaten them by 12 points. And then Venezuela had to beat a team Canada that had beaten them by 20 points previously. And now the introductions for both teams, starting with Argentina. A young team that is anchored by 2 veterans, Luis Escola and Andres Nocioni, coached by Sergio Hernandez in his second tour of duty with this team. In 2007, he earned a silver medal in Las Vegas, and then he coached the team in the Olympics in 2008 in Beijing, earning a bronze medal. And now, Venezuela, a team that has become the favorite of this Mexican crowd here. Team that is missing very important parts of the team, like NBA player Gravis Vasquez, starting center Gregory Echenique, and Donta Smith. But still, they found a way to win due to the great job by the coach, Nestor Garcia. Now, we get ready for the national anthems of both nations. That was Argentina's national anthem. Now getting ready to hear the Venezuela national anthem. Four teams from the Americas have qualified already for the Olympics, and 3 of them are going to be coached by Argentinians. Nestor Garcia coaching Venezuela, Sergio Hernandez coaching his team from Argentina, and Brazil, which will be the host, will be coached by Ruben Magnano, another former coach of the Argentina national team. So the U.S. is the only one that is not going to be coached by an Argentine, knowing that Mike Krzyzewski is in charge of that team. But that tells you the quality of coaching from that country. As we watch the referees for this game, Cristiano Maraño in the middle, Reynaldo Mercedes on the right, and Juan Garcia from Spain on the left. So if people were betting on who was going to be the finalists of this tournament, some people would have thought about Argentina, but I guarantee you that most people would have put Venezuela here, especially since they have to face the heavy favorite Canada. Argentina's roster, coached by Sergio Hernandez, again, a very young team, but with two anchors, Luis Scola and Andres Nocioni, setting the tone for this team. And this will be the starting five. Luis Scola playing the after he will be playing the center position. Andres Nocioni, power forward, Leo Moinaldi, and then Marcos Delia. Well, Marcos Delia will be playing the center position. They will be playing without a guard. Besides the point guard, they won't have a wingman who's a shooting guard. So that's going to be an interesting move. A very tall team for Argentina starting this game. Delia at the center, Scola power forward, Mainoldi a small forward, and then Andres Nocioni essentially playing as a shooting guard. That's Sergio Hernandez, the coach, one of the best in the business. And here's Venezuela's roster. And Coach Nestor Garcia has been able to use each and every one of these players to contribute at some moment during this tournament. The starting five with Gregory Vargas at the point guard position, John Cox as the forward position, Jose Grillito Vargas as the shooting guard, Windy Graterol and Nestor Colmenares. And what a front line for this Venezuelan team it has been. Not too tall, but they hustle. Coached by this guy, Nestor Garcia, who has been national team coach of his native Argentina, Uruguay, and now Venezuela since 2013. So everything is almost set. Only a minute and 20 seconds to go for the start of the gold medal game of this 2015 FIBA Americas Championship. The Olympic qualifier of the Americas. Again, Canada beat Mexico for the bronze medal, 87-86. With a great shot, last second shot by Cody Joseph. Right after Mexico had taken the lead with a great shot by Paco Cruz. And Luis Scola is being recognized at center court right now by Uzi Richard, the president of FIBA Americas. In this tournament, Scola is becoming, with this game, the player that had played the most games in the history of FIBA Americas, the history I should say. And he just passed Jose Piculín Ortiz. And he also passed in last game Oscar Schmidt as the best scorer in history for FIBA Americas tournament. Quite two accomplishments for the captain, Luis Scola.
Of course, not necessarily what the Mexican fans who they wanted to see after being eliminated from a direct qualification to the Olympics by Argentina in a great game last night. Cristiano Maraño will be the lead referee tonight. What a matchup, what a game. For gold and silver to be defined here quickly in the next couple of hours at the Palacio de los Deportes. Venezuela secured only its second Olympic berth, the first in 23 years. And now they have a chance to win medals here. They had a bronze medal in 2005 in the World Cup qualifier in Santo Domingo. And of course, they took silver in the Olympic qualifier in Portland in 1992. Funny enough, to win, Carlos, to get to that final game, then in 92, they had to beat Team Canada.
Well, that was in the quarterfinals. The semifinals, they beat a Brazilian team that had beaten them by 52 earlier.
Tip-off between Windy Graterol and Marcos Delia, and the ball in the hands of Venezuela to start the game. For Argentina, Carlos, what they've done is unbelievable. Argentina has made the podium in the last 9 consecutive hemispheric tournaments. It is a tradition of excellence. as we have a foul from the captain, Grillito Vargas, on Andres Nocioni, and that's Vargas' first. Vargas is playing, Carlos, with injured calves and a sports hernia.
Imagine that.
Number 10 on your screen, the captain of the team.
Imagine that. Giving the team 100% effort every single night.
I'm told no matter what happens today, there is a magnanimous celebration waiting for them in Venezuela as Scola scores. I guess 1,300 points are not enough for Luis Scola in FIBA Americas play, and he gives Argentina the early 2-0 lead. Nocioni chasing Vargas, and Colmenares on Delia. Cox also playing with a bit of a touch of gastrointestinal issues in this game. In the last game last night, it didn't matter. He was one of the top scorers for Venezuela. Campas with a hesitation and a foul. It's on Gregory Vargas, the man who took the rebound and got fouled and made that free throw to win the game and put Venezuela in the Olympics.
That's right, and this was a race between two speedsters.
Nice shot by Delia, and this is a weapon that Argentina has decided to deploy now in this Final Four to great effect. Using Delia and his backup Tayave Galici to hide in the back of that baseline, really with a defense that's not really concerned about their offense, and they've scored some points as Cox misses and Delia grabs the rebound. Campazo, a little too strong, and here comes Gregory Vargas. Carino tries to slow him down. Cox has an open three. The rebound again in the hands of Marcos Delia, his second. Campazo inside to Scola, quick towards the basket.
6-0, the opening for Argentina. We were talking earlier about the bronze medal game, how this is that was a game about two teams that were disappointed, and whoever got rid of the disappointment first could win the game, although it was a very good game for both teams.
This is the opposite.
This is completely the opposite. Whoever celebrated the list or the less last night is going to be the winner of this game.
Vargas misses, and quickly, by the way, the Argentines are having their way in the rebounding department as Nocioni drives with a strong hand and finishes. And the early offense from Argentina is something Venezuela did not allow the Canadians, but somehow they're allowing Argentina right now with an 8-0 run to open the game, and it's not just the 8-0 run, it's how easy it's been.
Yeah, they look out of focus, the Venezuelans do. Right now, Argentina wants it more than Venezuela. Well, on offense, we're just dribbling the ball. We should not do what we usually do, which is pass, cut, move that ball. On defense, everybody's just getting to the basket as they want. Hey, we're in the finals. It's already started. The finals of the Americas already started.
And we're in it.
Yeah.
Don't forget. As we have a substitution, Miguel Ruiz will come in, Dwight Lewis will come in, David Cubillan comes in, so it's a significant sub package for Venezuela. Unhappy. Garcia's unhappy with that production. Meanwhile, Delia, Carlos, had 9 points yesterday. Already has scored and has a couple of rebounds. He's got 2 and 2. Interesting note that the FIBA statisticians gave us before this game, Carlos. We talked about Luis Scola. You saw him getting the award. He's such a giant in FIBA in general, specifically in FIBA Americas. But if you throw out the beatdown by Argentina against Cuba and look at when he was on the court and when he wasn't, I mean Scola. When he was on the court, Argentina was plus 40. They took a 40-point lead cumulatively. When he was on the bench, Argentina lost by 15. Take that for what it may. Has got that all, gets driven off the three-pointer, and that's a runner. That he doesn't practice, I'm pretty sure.
So Venezuela with 3 new players on the court right now. Only Graterol and Vargas are left from the starting 5.
Nocioni launches from 3. Grillito Vargas just took his eye off him. Nocioni noticed, and he just launched over him. So Vargas was late. 11-0 run to open the game for Argentina. Lewis, open shot, off the dribble. First points for Venezuela.
Yep. More than 3 minutes elapsed on the clock already.
Paso over to Scola for the long two. Nice soft hands by Scola when he's not rushed.
Nestor Garcia still looking at options at the bench. Now he sent Guillen first and now Marriaga to the scorer's table.
Yeah, they all didn't close out. Cubillan.
Well, he told Guillen to go back to the bench. Now it's going to be Marriaga waiting to get in the game.
A long three by Vargas. Rebounded by Miguel Ruiz, who had 17 boards in the game in 22 minutes of play. Nice turnaround, but he misses. He did all the tough stuff. He missed the easy stuff. There's a foul by Cubillan to stop the fast break from Argentina.
Guillen comes back to the scorer's table. He's holding for maybe Vargas. Let's see. Yeah, Bellito Vargas is coming out. So five new players on the court now for Venezuela.
Marriaga playing limited minutes with that bulging disc on his back. He'll be guarding Delia, 24-year-old youngster. He and Tayabe Galici are it when it comes to the center position. And I tell you, when Scola retires, and we hope he's got 5, 6, many more years ahead of him, Carlos, but when he finally leaves the scene, who's going to make points in the low post for Argentina? Big question.
That's a good question because they still have to develop these youngsters, Delia, Galici.
And the way Argentina works, Carlos, as they play against the zone now by Venezuela, and Delia just missed a chippy, just rushed the shot. It was an easy one. Grimacing, he's just mad at himself. Inside out to Lewis.
Look at that rebound by Ruiz, but he pushed Scola
to the ground
to get that rebound.
Paulo Miguel Ruiz is first. That is Venezuela's second.
Let's see that play again.
Is Runner a better shooter? Yeah, overhead.
That's a flop. That's a big flop by Scola. Ruiz just went for the rebound.
Is Lewis a better shooter, spot-up shooter, or off the runner?
No, he's a better spot-up shooter, but he's been in a slump lately.
Paso with way too much dribbling, way too much fancy stuff, and he loses the handle.
We saw what he can do in the Pan American games when he was on with his shot. It was deadly from three-point range.
But I think he left his shots in north of the border here in Canada. He didn't bring it to Mexico. Again, drives, fakes the pass, but he misses the shot, and Campasso grabs the rebound up front to Paco. Oh, beautiful move by Lewis. A steal by Dwight Lewis. They've got numbers now. Guillen going left. Cubillan aiming a three. No good. Garino corrals the rebound.
They're digging a big hole. The Venezuelans are early in the game. I don't know if they're going to be able to come back from this, even if their game improves, because I know it will improve. It can't get any worse than this.
Garino, an easy three, no good. Picking up the pace, going left, stripped, and out of bounds. It belongs to Venezuela with 19 to shoot.
At least their defense has been better in the last 3 or 4 possessions, but their offense is completely off.
Corey Joseph and Manu Ginobili, former teammates in San Antonio. Now Joseph will be going to the Toronto Raptors. And I guess Manu's a big fan of the Beatles and the Yellow Submarine.
And Cody Joseph is a big fan of Manu, I can tell you that.
Manu sad to see him go, but very happy that he landed a $30 million 4-year deal with the Raptors. So he's playing in his hometown. Not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Can you imagine if Manu got a $30 million deal for 4 years to play in Bahia Blanca, Argentina? Intercepted by Cubillan. They've got numbers. I'm not sure they realized it. Now they don't.
Yeah, that was a bad fast break there. Bad executed fast break.
Guillen denied by Scola off.
That was a 3-on-2, but everybody was filling the lanes that they were not supposed to fill.
I'm not sure they saw Cubillan. Javi Vargas will come in, no relation to the other Vargas.
So 11 players.
Gregory Vargas will come in as well.
Yeah, 11 players have seen action already for Venezuela.
Vargas coming up an ankle injury. Gregory, floater, it's in. 9-point Argentine lead now. Salem Safar, one of the heroes of last night for Argentina. And Nocioni from the other wing misses. Vargas upping the tempo, not exactly what the Venezuelans typically do. Vargas drives, floats, and scores. Nice move.
Yeah, very nice move. So the only player left in Venezuela's bench, Venezuela's bench that hasn't been seen action is number 9, Cesar Garcia.
Up and under for Scola, inside to Delia.
See, remember Delia missing that one GP earlier? Why don't you dunk that ball? I mean, you're all by yourself, you're 2 meters 11, dunk that ball. Oh, nice hand
by Campasso, just absolute theft.
Yeah.
Zafar, corner 3, misses. Scola with an easy rebound. Inside again, this time to Nocioni.
They're killing them down there with
softly.
Yeah, the guy who's hiding at the baseline is always open when the rotation comes towards Scola.
So maybe they shouldn't rotate and then take their chances with Luis against Javi Vargas. That's another one that Argentina will take any day and any night. Ian being driven left. Oh, contact between Campasso and Marriaga. Foul is on Campasso.
And Scola is telling Delia, what are you doing? Why are you hedging so far? And Delia points to the bench like, because the coach tells me so. So coach and captain get on the same page, because the youngster is getting confused. That was a nice pass by Scola.
But no dunk.
No dunk. And Nocioni,
no
getting
dunk
the same pass, no dunk either.
But he's 35,
and
right?
Yeah. He's not as close to the basket as Delia is.
And Kevin Garnett will tell you about his dunks as well when he was younger.
Yes.
He does have to prove himself in that department. Guillen inside. Vargas. And again, the rebound battle. 10-6 in favor of Argentina. One of the great surprises to me, Carlos, in this tournament has been Argentina's rebounding prowess. I was expecting them not to win that battle consistently, but they have. Just about every game.
Well, they're a tall team. And they have some good rebounders.
And Campasso gets in the act too. It's not just the bigs.
And when Nocioni is playing the 3 spot, they have a small forward who goes hard to the defensive and offensive board.
Linares with the hammer. Foul on Nestor. La Bestia, the beast. Not the captain of the team, but one of the leaders of the team, undoubtedly. Substitutes for Argentina, we have Nicolás La Provítola. And then Tayave Galici coming in for Delia. As Campasso will take a breather.
So now Sergio Hernandez starting to move his bench also. Remember, 11 players have seen action already for Nestor Garcia. Now 8 have stepped on the court for Argentina.
Makes this free throw. Extends the lead to 12. The 9 Guillen. So Vargas drives and scores. Nice move by Grillito.
Yeah, Nocioni let Grillito go with his right hand towards the basket. And even though he was falling away, he was able to keep his poise and his balance to make that shot.
Passing all around the horn. The ISO for Nocioni. And he scores over Vargas.
With 2 seconds in the shot clock, Argentina was very patient there on offense.
Sonny already with 9 points. It's his best offensive start to any game so far in this tournament. 10th game in 12 days. These two teams.
Wow.
Long 3 by Vargas. Very early with 11 seconds to shoot. And Galici got in the way. The ball's loose. They're fighting over it. And the foul is going to be on Galici.
No, Galici kicked the ball.
He kicked it.
Yeah.
And it'll belong to Venezuela. Substitutions. Graterol in for Vargas. I think that 3-point shot cost him some time on the floor. Nocioni scores his 9th point right there. A drive by Colmenares, but he stepped on the line.
With a foul. Some help from Galici.
By Galici. possession.
Argentina with only 2 team fouls.
Another drive by Colmenares. Attracts a double team. Very gun shy, Graterol today. Not so yesterday. Runner by Guillen. He wanted to pass to Colmenares, but he was well guarded. So then he switched his attention to the rim and he made the basket.
Yeah. There was one hero from last night's victory for Venezuela. It has to be this kid.
Put him on the lead in the third quarter with a long, long three at the buzzer.
And then in the fourth quarter, he took over when Venezuela was down by 9.
6 seconds to shoot, about a second plus differential between clocks. Scola. Shot. No, not in time, says Reynaldo Mercedes. Does not count.
Yeah,
we have less than 2 seconds to go.
But Hernandez will take it. He has a 10-point lead right before the end of the first quarter.
Graterol launches.
Oh!
The specialty of the house. And I'm telling you right now, he definitely sold his soul to the devil. This man did not make a 3 in the Venezuelan League this year. He made 3 last night, and now a buzzer beater from way outside.
1.7 seconds to go. He gets the ball, squares with the basket.
All net.
All net.
I mean, all net.
Wow.
So it's a 7-point Argentinian lead over Venezuela at the end of 1. Nocioni leading Argentina with 9, Graterol with 3. Nocioni also leading the Argentines in rebounding, and Campas already dishing off 5 assists. These young volunteers have been with us for the last 2 weeks doing a great job, and this is one of the highlights for them. They get a little exercise. That's important.
And they get to dance with the start of the show, JJ.
I think it's the other way around, Cross. I think JJ's following them as best as he can.
I know, he's following them, but they're thrilled with JJ right there. I can tell you that.
Gabriel Deck, the youngster for Argentina, suffered a stress fracture in his foot bone, 5th metatarsal in the right foot. He suffered against Venezuela. He played on for about 4 or 5 games, but they shut him down. Hopefully he'll be back. Gordon Cog in a championship in Argentina this past season by Quimsa. 7-game series, by the way, against Gimnasia y Esgrima from Comodoro Rivadavia in the south of the country. Nice defense, Scola guarding all the way out to the perimeter, and Graterol tries to take advantage of Scola not being around, and he does.
Well, 5 points in a row now for Windy Graterol.
Alongside former Puerto Rico national team head coach Carlos Morales, I'm Alvaro Martin. Welcome to our last game here of the last hemispheric tournament as we know it. 17 of them all, 10 of them for the Olympics, to qualify for the Olympics. This is the last one. Bad pass intercepted by Scola, but he stepped on the line. It will go back to Venezuela.
Scola read that pass perfectly, but he couldn't stop. Momentum carried him towards the baseline, and he stepped on the line.
Colmenares against Galicia. Strength against strength.
Nice move.
Drop step, and he goes for the backboard.
Venezuela back in the game, down by 3 now.
Yeah, feeling it. Argentina again tries to up the rhythm. La Provitola. It's slapped in the face. Scola with a long 2 again. Great effort by Galicia, but into the hands of Guillen. Gregory Vargas wants him to reverse the ball.
Yeah, he's wide open on the other end, but
now La Provita shows up.
Yeah, they took so long to get the ball to him.
Behind the back, runner, it's in. It's a 1-point game. And Sergio Hernandez purses his lips.
So again, I guess Venezuela got rid of their starting jitters.
We got a little game going on. Scola.
He wants a foul there.
Inside the Gratillo, running the court. Oh, the block by
Maestro.
Nocioni.
Wow.
Up ahead to Safar. Inside to Scola. Almost lost the handle, got fouled by Guidito Vargas. And Guidito quickly, captain to captain, brings him to his feet.
You got to play hard, and then you can show some sportsmanship.
You can tell him it was just business, nothing personal.
Scola will get a rest if he makes a second shot here.
Look at Nocioni. Guys, we were discussing yesterday, Nocioni's going to have to play forever. How is he going to find an outlet for all that energy?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Scola, look at those numbers, 22 and 10 on average. With a chance to be the MVP of the tournament.
So he misses both, and he didn't get the chance to go to the bench to rest.
Had there been a dead ball, he would have gone to the bench, as we see Garino and Delia back on, ready to come in for Argentina. Oh, and that's happened a lot, Carlos.
Yes.
Off the initial bounce, the ball bounces so high. I think some players have talked about the altitude affecting the bounce of the ball, and that initial bounce, when they put their hand out, ball's not where they think it's supposed to be. Bounces away from them. We saw Corey Joseph earlier today, same thing.
That's a good theory, and then you can say some players are just bad dribblers.
That's another excellent theory. Just you tell Coleman Harris yourself. I won't be your messenger. Here comes Nocioni, wide open, no good. Funny how Venezuela, Carlos, has kept up with a high.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, a little jump, no one there. And now a timeout by Sergio Hernandez. Venezuela keeps upping the tempo. That hasn't been their calling card in this tournament.
Both teams are running up and back.
And I wonder if it's because they're facing Argentina.
Oh,
There's a timeout by Sergio Hernandez.
I think it's because it's not the same pressure that they felt earlier in the tournament.
Próxima bola. Próxima bola, Chapu. Es cabeza. Sale primero Selen por Marcos. Back pick. No salgas afuera, Marcos. Esperalo. Él usa tu back pick. Se abre, Chapu. Volvés. Y lo traes a Marcos ahí. ¿Está claro?
They said the first play was a hammer play with Selen Safar in the corner, being the recipient, I guess, not the passer.
No, he's not going to get the ball. He's going to come off a screen. He's going to get a back pick from Delia, but then he's going to go back and set a screen for Delia. It's a play drawn for Marcos Delia to get a basket.
That's the second play. The first one's a hammer pass, I believe, to Selen Safar on the corner, as he gave him 2 plays in this huddle.
Okay.
Let's see. Safar repositions on the corner, but there's no hammer pass here yet. 8 to shoot. La Provitola draws the foul.
Very nice drive.
Trying to make something out of nothing.
In order to have that hammer play, you have to be able to drive the baseline, get the rotation, but they force him to the middle. So he said, okay, I'm going to take the middle then and try to score.
Nice read by the 2-time Brazilian champion, now playing for Lietuvos Rytas in the LKL in Lithuania. His mother, Margarita Stolzer, was a congresswoman for the Radical Party, but founded her own party, Partido Hen, in 2007, and now she's running for president. Elections are coming up in Argentina. La Provitola makes the free throw. first time outside of his own home country when he went to Brazil. The mother was commenting in an interview in Basket Plus magazine that, you know, now he's telling us what's going to happen. He may have gone there a young man, he's come back a man. Gatero looks at the clock, launches along, oh, they call it a three, misses anyway. Colmenares with another offensive rebound, and now Venezuela is feeling more of its oats on the rebounding battle. Guillén, 7 to shoot, a switch, Garino, a long, long three, and Nocioni handles the rebound.
So now they're supposed to run that play for Delia. But La Provítola has some other ideas right now.
He positions himself against Colmenares, he launches a three. Frustrating for a coach, huh?
Well, Graterol was guarding La Provítola. He thought he could take him.
Inside out. Guillén turns around.
Oh.
Oh, they let him open. Delia let him go.
They forgot about him. Everybody rotated towards the next pass.
I think he was going to pass.
But they forgot that the guy who has the ball is right underneath the basket, and they have to cover him.
Guillén now with 4 from Venezuela. La Vino Tinto, red wine.
And there's the play right now for Delia.
Foul quickly by Guillén.
This was supposed to be the second play, but it was the third one because La Provítola took things into his hands with a one-on-one against Windy Graterol.
Safar well guarded off the curl. Another pick by Delia. Inside to Marcos, the ball is kicked right back into the hands of Safar with 2 seconds. He touches the rim, but it's no good. Long rebound, Venezuela in transition inside to Colmenares, and the pass, oh, he missed it. Rebounds, blocked and fouled by Garino.
He missed an easy one, but he kept at it. After missing the first one, he's going to go for the tip in, no good, and then he gets fouled on the third attempt. So Venezuela with a chance to tie and take the lead.
Colmenares to the line. Nestor taking free throws so far in the tournament, a 59% free throw shooter. So the PA announcer says, and now the smallest of the Vargas, that's Gregory coming in. Gregory and Jose are brothers. Javi is not no immediate relation of the Vargas.
Short with the
He's been short with that layup. He's been short. You tell me if he's not exhausted after having such a wonderful game, Carlos. One thing that Che Garcia told us, Garcia knows that Windy Graterol is Colmenares' best friend in the team. He also knows that Graterol will listen to Colmenares much more than he will listen to his own coach. He told him, get his head straight and tell him he's going to have a great game and get him motivated, and we know what happened in that game.
I know Nestor Garcia wants to talk things over with the game tied at 22.
They made only 2 points in 5 minutes. La clave está acá atrás. Corro abierto, hago swing. Y si no, paciencia, porque 22 iguales con 5 minutos es un juego nuevo, que al principio es otro juego. Chapu, corner corto, largo. Paco ataca fuerte el aro. Vamos,
Wow. Let's start with Nestor Che Garcia.
But Garcia was saying, hey, listen, the game is 22-all. Now we're going to run swing, okay? Patience, because now we have a new game. This is a completely different game with 5 minutes to go and tied at 22. And then Hernandez is saying what Garcia was saying at the beginning of the game. They're playing in the finals. We are not right now.
Jay just got to get off the court so we can have a game. Hands are down. David Cuyan, substitution for Jose Vargas. And he was, Che Garcia was speaking in English because now he has John Cox on the court.
Remember, this game started 11-0 in favor of Argentina, so it has been a 22-11
Run by
for
Venezuela.
Venezuela, yeah.
Tie the game. Campazo back on the court. Delia with a much more active screen. Bad pass for Zafar. Nocioni inside. Delia with a nice fake, and he lays it in.
Yeah, good fake by Delia. Got it all jumped too early, and he said, my bad.
Oh, contact between Cubillan and Nocioni with a bit of a flop.
That's a great flop.
And there's Fiaterol scoring.
So you're going to tell me that Cubillan dropped Nocioni to the floor with that contact?
Nocioni will tell you that.
Well, no. They are telling the referee that is close to him to give him a warning for flopping.
Vargas up front to Cox, running hard against Elia. Too strong. Rebounded by, of course, Miguel Ruiz. Cubillan inside to Cox, in traffic. Inside out,
Great
extra
ball
pass.
movement. Excellent ball movement.
Fiaterol drives now. And a bad pass by Fiaterol, intercepted by Campazo. He's fouled. He wanted to get the shot, but he'll go to side out as Venezuela only commits its fourth foul.
After a great ball movement, Gregory Vargas was wide open for a three-point shot. And he wouldn't take it, and now he's hearing it from his coach.
Warning against
Nocioni for the flop.
Nocioni. Formally. Javi Vargas in the game. Interesting lineup for Venezuela right now. Except for Miguel Ruiz, everybody else is a good shooter. Ball deflected, out of bounds, belongs to Argentina. 10 seconds to shoot. Cinderella story, Javi Vargas playing less than 4 minutes per game for Trotamundos de Caracas. His coach had no faith in him. Nice move inside, and an easy bucket for Delia, exploiting Vargas defensively. But Che Garcia saw him, brought him to the tryouts, and he just kept playing better and better. Kept him on the team, and he's produced. Cox with his right hand all the way against Delia. They tie the game at 26.
Able to go to his right hand on that drive, Cox.
Fouled by Miguel Ruiz, reaching in.
And that's Venezuela's fifth team foul.
With 3 minutes to go.
Wow. Argentina has committed only one team foul in this quarter. 5 by the Venezuelans, as we see Cox going with his right hand towards the basket. Now going back to this guy Vargas earning a spot on the team. Remember, there are 4 players that this team thought, or this coach thought that he was going to have. Gravis Vasquez, Donta Smith, Gregory Echenique, and Luis Betelmi. The last 2 got injured. The first 2 just didn't want to commit to the team this summer and play.
Donta Smith, a naturalized Venezuelan, born in the U.S.
So that opens some spaces for Javi Vargas, for this guy Ruiz, who's a rebounding machine.
So Nocioni finally gets a little breather. Nocioni going to the bench for Argentina with 11 points
and
for rebounds.
So they are alternating the 2 mainstays of this team, the 2 anchors.
Well, going back to Gravis Vasquez, Carlos, he actually thundered against Carmelo Cortez and the Venezuelan Federation without providing more explanation that they haven't done a good job. Really, no further detail in that. And that has not won him any friends in the Venezuelan fandom, basketball culture. We have Gregory Vargas against Carino. What a matchup. Oh, nice move by Mainoldi to get the ball off the cylinder. And now we have a player down. That's Campazo, and that's why they stop play, as he reaches for his thigh and hip. Finally gets up. Oh, he got hammered both by Marriaga and by the floor. So both hips should be hurting.
And Gregory Vargas left the ball hanging on the rim, and Mainoldi did a good job there.
Coco, not known for his defensive prowess, showing up here for that reason. 20 to shoot. Argentina with a 2-point lead. Campazo recovered. Scola up and under. Rebounded by Marriaga. Nice rim protection by Miguel. Will do very little on offense with that bulging disc and really a limited offensive repertoire. They bring him out here there just to bring Scola out, but he's not a threat from out there, nowhere near. Scola could get into the paint, deep into the paint, and Marriaga would not be a threat. Guillen, tough shot against Scola.
Marriaga with a great rebound there.
Cubillan with a three. No good. Rebounded by Campazo.
They could have taken the lead with that open shot by Cubillan.
Again, they also Scola against Marriaga with that bulging disc. Oh, a shove with the left elbow. A little swim move.
He gets away with so many moves against the so-called so-called players that are not
marquee,
stars.
not
yeah,
marquee.
marquee players. I mean, when he played against Ayon, he wouldn't get away with any of those.
Cox, floater, it's in. He's feeling it now. 34-year-old John Cox playing in the French league. Now has 4 points and a rebound, with 1 turnover. Zafar being driven to his weak side, and he misses.
Oh, Risa has springs on his legs.
He does. Tie game. Chance for Venezuela at the end of this first half. End up with a lead. Again, John Cox almost lost the dribble. Marriaga with 6 seconds.
Come on.
Wow.
My bad, he says.
But I like the way his teammates react, Carlos.
Yes.
They know what he can do and he can't do. They don't pile up on him. Salem Zafar gets a little fatherly advice from Sergio Hernandez. And that stare could kill. Timeout Argentina, game tied at 28.
¿Cuál es el parcial? 20-8. Sin cantarla. Sin cantarla. 14. Para el lado que le gusta a Luis. Luis se para donde él quiere. Balón, pum. Reverso, rápido. Hay que jugar sin la bola. Backpick, voleibol.
Wow. He started upset, spent the first half of the timeout just staring at Zafar, and then told him something we can't even repeat. And then the reminder was essentially, move the ball, move yourself, the ball's sticking a little bit here.
Yeah, but they're going to give the ball to Scola. He says wherever Scola wants to post up, whatever side he wants, we reverse the ball, set a screen for him, and basket. Right there.
He said, be quick, be sharper.
And do not call the play. We know already what we're going to be running.
And they are a little sharper here. Scola sets up on the left block against Marriaga. Show of double team. Ow! Miscommunication between Campazo and Scola. Campazo wanted Scola to stay on the corner three.
And Scola is mad.
Coming off a timeout, ruined. Nothing a coach hates more. Maybe the only thing is losing a game.
Marriaga is saying, he can't score on me. He can't score on me. Wow.
Hold down now.
Talking about a guy who's pumped up.
Take it easy.
He's saying that the best scorer in FIBA basketball history, FIBA Americas, cannot score on him.
They've met before, and trust me, he can score on him. Again, in traffic, gets fouled by Scola before
That's
the
a
shot.
good foul. They have 3 to give, and that's the first one.
No, the foul is on Garino.
Yeah. So
Not Scola.
they still can't stop the club with another foul. Actually, with another 2 fouls in less than 4 seconds.
Again, finally, nope, he doesn't break open. It's Cubillan. Nice move, sharp move to the basket. And he's fouled. He will go to the line. Campazo and Cubillan fighting.
And that was a bad foul because if you're going to foul him, you foul him as soon as he puts the ball on the floor. Don't let him go into his shooting motion.
No, he's staring at Campasso now.
Yeah.
Looks could kill, my friends. He'd be underground.
Remember, for Argentina, committing mental mistakes is a no-no. We
Yes.
always talk about how smart they are, how they outsmart the opponent. So
Culturally, in the basketball, you cannot be dumb. Cannot make a dumb mistake, a mental mistake.
yeah, but coach has seen plenty of those in the first half. And now, believe it or not, Venezuela is in the lead.
Amazing. First time. Cubillan. Makes both. 1.6 seconds to go.
Substitution.
Got
Cubillan has to come out.
Cesar Garcia in for the first time. He'll just see 1.6 seconds of play in this half. Long pass. Campasso launches in time. And it's off. And so that is the end of the half. Manu Ginobili hoping for gold. But right now watches his team trail Venezuela by 2 at the end of the first half of the gold medal game of the 2015 Olympic qualifier for the Americas.
Well, the second quarter was a 17-8 in favor of Venezuela. Argentina couldn't execute in the half court. And Venezuela shooting much better right now. Argentina is shooting 55% from 2 points, but that was mostly in the first half of the game.
And Argentina can't buy a three-pointer.
And Venezuela can't either.
They're 0 for 5 in threes in the second quarter.
As a matter of fact, the only three-pointer that Venezuela has was the last second shot of the first quarter by Windy Graterol.
Venezuela again lost the rebound battle early. Now they're on top. Look at the turnovers for Argentina. Uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
Carlos, Argentina this quarter scored only 2 of 13 shots.
Right.
Great defense by Venezuela, mostly. Argentina with 11 points from Nocioni. Graterol, the unlikely leader, although he had 20 points last night against the Canadians. And Nocioni again leads the Argentines in rebounding. Ruiz coming off the bench in limited minutes. Ruiz already leading Venezuela in only 8 minutes of play. So a 17-8 second quarter allows Venezuela to get in front at the very end as we take a look at highlights from this first half. Again, an 11-0 run with easy bucket by everybody concerned. Venezuela reacting to everything, slow in transition, slow in decision making, paper tissue soft all the way to the basket. 3 by Chapo with 9 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, we thought that it was going to be very tough for Venezuela to get out of that hole that they were digging for themselves. But the game got to 20-10 with drives like this by Javi Vargas. And then at the very end of the quarter, that three-pointer, great pass by Scola. That three-pointer by Graterol gave Venezuela some momentum going into the second quarter.
Nice shot by Nocioni. Deli ended up scoring 8 points, getting two rebounds in this first half. The drive by Guillen. The floater. Nice one. 4 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist.
That's the shot that Argentina wasn't thinking of should go in, but it did.
Right now it's the margin. Right now it represents the margin as the United makes a nice drop step move on Nocioni.
Yeah, the second quarter was different story because Venezuela is showing the ground to beat Argentina 17-8. Remember, Argentina had a quarter where they only scored 11 points against Mexico. But this quarter has been much worse offensively.
We will be back with the third quarter as Venezuela leads Argentina in the gold medal game of the 2015 Olympic qualifier by 2, 30-28. We'll see you soon. We're back for the last half of basketball of the 2015 Olympic qualifier for the Americas, the last tournament of its kind. There is plans for a Continental Cup down the road, but it will never really be like this. And Carlos, you have seen many, as I'm joined by former Puerto Rico national team head coach Carlos Morales. The format is punishing. In the end, most NBA players tended to avoid it, but it was always exciting, and there was a sense that no matter, especially in the first round, no matter how it went to you, unless you were the first one to be eliminated in that first round, you never lost hope in this tournament until the very last couple of days.
That's right.
In some cases, the last day. In some cases, the last game.
Alvaro, these teams that is playing for the gold medal right now and that just qualified for the Olympics, I'm talking about Venezuela. If they would have lost the last game of the second round, they wouldn't be here.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
As John Cox drives to the basket against Carino and scores off the set play. That game was their last game in the first round was a 9-point loss to Argentina 8 days ago.
And in the second round, it was a win against Panama. And
the second round first win was against Dominican Republic.
Yeah, in the last game that they won against Panama, if they would have lost that game, Puerto Rico would have been fourth instead of Venezuela.
With a chance of the Olympics. Oh, another slip in that decal, and an open shot missed by Marriaga. And it is just painful to watch a player, Carlos, that at age 19 promised to be one of the best interior players in the world.
Remember this, when they were 18 and under, they were playing a qualifying tournament in 2002 at Isla Margarita Island in Venezuela.
Just off the north coast of Venezuela.
The U.S. had a lot of stars that are NBA players right now, but just to mention one, they had Carmelo Anthony. Puerto Rico, which won the tournament.
Oh, offensive foul by Campasso.
Had J.J. Barea. And Venezuela came in second. They eliminated the United States in the semifinals. They lost to Puerto Rico in the final. The MVP of that tournament was Miguel Marriaga. He was a great prospect.
You know, I think the contact would have happened. I also think Campasso, when he launched to jump, may have slipped in that decal again.
Most likely, yeah.
Becoming an issue. Should get 1 or 2 per game. We've seen about 3 or 4 so far in this one. No one's gotten injured, though. But an offensive foul on Campasso, and that is his third foul, Carlos. Cox drives against La Provitola. A 2-point guard lineup to open up the second half for Sergio Hernandez.
And one of them didn't box out.
Cox misses a shot.
Another rebound that Miguel Marriaga kept alive.
Without jumping much. Open shot, here comes Gregory Vargas. Oh, collides with Scola and he draws the foul. Scola commits his first.
So Gregory Vargas to the free throw line with a chance to add to this 4-point advantage that they have right now.
I'm told, Carlos, that at midnight, Scola sent a message to all of his teammates. Party's over, go to sleep. We have one more goal tomorrow. That's the captain.
As a captain should do. So that's the largest lead of the game now for Venezuela. They're up 6.
Yep, Argentina yet to score. It's a 4-0 run to open up the second half for the Vino Tinto. Remember, Argentina opened up the first half with an 11-0 run. Right hand drive by Nocioni is fouled by Marriaga. If Marriaga denies the right hand in that left block from Nocioni, he can do a little drop step and leave him behind.
Yeah, that's a good move by Nocioni, attacking the big guy and looking to get contact.
And draw the foul, which he did. Substitution, now we have a bleeding player in Campasso, sucking his own blood. And Salem Safar comes in for him.
So back to
and look at Sergio saying, go to the end of the bench.
So back to a very normal squad of a point guard and a shooting guard instead of the 2 point guards that they started the second half with.
Carlos, do you remember Argentina in a tournament switching its starting lineups as often as you've seen them in this tournament?
No, but remember, this is a team that besides Nocioni and Scola, anybody can start. And it always, for Sergio Hernandez, it always goes about matchups, about trying to get advantage of a matchup that they can have. And, you know, most of these guys, they will either come off the bench or start, and it's no problem for them.
I don't think the players mind. They understand, and it's part of their livelihood. I'm thinking more about the fans and the culture in Argentina. They're used to seeing usually the same 5, maybe a 6 player shuttling in and out of position. And that basically we've had in the first round, in the first 8 games, 8 different starting lineups. Guillén. Oh, Nocioni with another huge block.
And now Guillén doesn't run back on defense. It's a 5-on-4.
And a foul by Cox as he got steamrolled by La Provítola.
Hernandez cannot believe it, how bad his team is executing right now. But this was a great defensive play.
Beautiful.
By Nocioni. And I don't know why Guillén stayed back. I mean, you got your shot blocked, run back on defense.
Nothing wrong with that. Won't be the first, and it won't be the last. As Colmenares will come in for Guillito Vargas, Guillén will take a seat as well. Cubillan in for him. Cubillan got injured, Carlos. I think a hammy. And he's been coming into the game in spurts. Never really stays long in any game. They have the luxury of having 3 point guards who, if needed, could start. La Provítola with a tough floater.
Good defense by Marriaga again.
Yes.
Marriaga is not giving Venezuela much on the offensive end, but he's playing good defense.
Protecting the rim.
And keeping balls alive. That's an offensive foul on Cox.
As he leaned in. La Provítola with a foul. It would be, I'm sorry, Cox with a foul would be a second. So a 5-point Venezuelan lead, timeout in the third.
Zapateando acá para que ustedes no tengan ganas de jugar. Con la noción y zapar. Salgo directo. Pick de Chapo a Luis. Pick de Nico a Chapo. Vamos. Nico Gavino. Sal. Pinta y salgo. Pega ahí corto. Ven. Llega a sacarlo a tirar a él. Carino. Pica Nico. ¿Está claro?
So Safari is going to come off a screen towards the ball, trying to get the ball in the wing, and then Nocioni is going to set a screen for Scola. After that screen, La Provítola is going to set a screen for Nocioni, and he's going to get a screen for Garino. So everybody will be screening and getting a screen.
Down 5 to Venezuela. 7.5 to go in the third. Scola posting up against Marriaga, driving against him. Outside to La Provítola, the close out by Vargas. Rebounded by La Bestia, the Beast.
Venezuela playing good defense once again, just like they did last night against Canada.
Nice screen by Colmenares, can't take advantage of it. Nestor gets the rebound. Back to him against Nocioni. Brute force against brute force, a block by Nocioni, his third.
And now they have numbers, Argentina, if they want them.
Try to post up. Vargas, here's Marriaga, blocked by Miguel, and he's doing the old Mutombo figure wag.
Not in my house.
$14 to shoot. Foul underneath. I think it's on Colmenares, or is it Cox? It's Colmenares. Holding. It'll be Nestor's third and the team's 5th, Carlos, with almost 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, that has happened every single quarter so far for Venezuela. They get in foul trouble early, and from then on, Argentina can take free throws, but they didn't take advantage of that in the second quarter. They only scored 8 points.
Ruiz and Guillén in, Vargas and Cox out for Venezuela. And Chapo Nocioni to the line. He's now 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Let's see if Lewis can get on track. Right now he's 1 for 3. 2 points, an assist. And a steal.
You know, Luis was the one who opened the scoring for Venezuela after they went down 11-0. He got the first bucket of the game for them.
Had some moments in Toronto, but they've been very few and isolated here in Mexico City. Colmenares, sharp cut to the basket. A lot of fancy moves, a little hard against the backboard.
Too much there.
Carino reverses, deflected by Guyan, stolen by Lewis. One thing about these point guards, Carlos, they grab the ball typically, with the exception maybe of Guillen, and they start the offense the way Nestor wants it started.
Yeah.
Inside to Marriaga. Let's see if he scores. He got hammered.
Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, no doubt. Nocioni with a few in every game. 2 shots in the possession.
Marriaga rolling to the basket with fake.
Wow. Hung onto his arms. Brought him down. Marriaga this year with Toros de Aragua, the team that he played for, only made 56% of his free throws. But then in the Pan American Games, he made 5 or 6. Go figure.
And he makes the first one here.
He has got to leave the country to shoot some good free throws. In this tournament, Marriaga right now is 2 of 6.
That's not good at all.
2 of 7. Again, a bulging disc, which has been described to me as a bulging disc in his back. Keeps him now with very limited offense. Oh, Lewis just got blocked by 2
I think
Argentinians.
Nocioni should get credit for that one. That would be his 4th block of the game.
Wow, let's see. Yes, pinned against the backboard.
Unbelievable.
Let's see how many he has officially. Nocioni now officially with 3, Carlos. Been cheated. He's been cheated.
Yeah, somebody's missing a good game here.
Marriaga with a foul. So La Provitola to the line.
So after that sportsmanlike call on Nocioni, they didn't pay the price. Marriaga only made 1 free throw. On the next inbound, Nocioni was able to block the shot.
He made 81% of his free throws for Flamengo, and he won the championship with them last year. But he didn't have a great game against Mexico last night. He had 3 assists, but he also had 3 turnovers. Didn't shoot very well. He looked tentative last night. Oh, travel by Colmenares. Confusion between Colmenares and Lewis. And
Colmenares wanted to go with the handoff, but Lewis wasn't reading that. And that's not a violation. He never touched the ball back.
The ball was live, essentially.
Yeah. He never touched the ball again. That's not a good call.
Juni behind the back. Oh, stolen by Guillen. Look at this man run.
Give me that.
That was quick. La Provitola outside the Zafar for the 3. Short. Bounced around, back into Argentine hands. La Provitola with a corner 3 against Marriaga. It's in!
Nice
a beautiful shot by Nicolas La Provitola.
So now 5 points in a row for the point guard, or one of the point guards of Argentina.
A 2-point Venezuelan lead. Think about a pick and roll with Marriaga, Carlos. You bounce the ball back to him in a pocket pass.
Nice move by Guillen.
And he finishes. So you get a high pick from Marriaga. He cuts to the basket. You pass him the ball.
Yeah, if he's open, yeah, why not?
La Provitola, another floater. No good, rebounded by Marriaga. Marriaga's fighting the rebounds now.
Oh, and they didn't run back on defense. Guillen is wide open.
No good. And here comes Nocioni, full speed. Fouled by Guillen.
Great discussion between Nestor Garcia and his main assistant coach, Caco Solórzano. Now Solórzano is the one who's mad because Guillen took that shot. And Nestor says, well, he's all by himself. He has to take it.
Miguel Ruiz back into the game. Graterol also back into the game for Venezuela as Nacional will take the free throw. After the game, after the win by Argentina that put him into this game, Carlos, the question was asked of Sergio Hernandez if this is what we're going to see next year in Rio. Well, Delfino's been injured. He may play again with us. Ginobili and Prigioni may play. And then he mentioned others that were injured, like Marcos Mata, who was supposed to be in this team, Fede Aguirre, who were some of the last cuts from the team, but they were injured. But I think you're looking at the team that's going to be playing in Rio, by and large.
I would say so. You know, I've always thought that the team that gets you to the Olympics should be the team that goes to the Olympics. There may be a couple of changes, but I had that decision to make in 1996 when a lesser team, so to speak, won the gold medal in 1995 and got us to the Olympics. And in 1996, I could have taken the other team. I decided to go with the ones that got me there.
As Cox drives, shoots, and scores, Venezuela builds up a 4-point lead. And what happened?
We came in 10th. I mean, it wasn't a great tournament, but it was a great experience for those guys.
And no remorse as we see Nocioni get the lucky bounce. It's now a 1-point game.
But see, 3 of those guys played were 22 and under players, and then they played in the 22 and under world tournament a year after that.
Foul on Garino.
And we were able to give them some experience and exposure, and then when they went to Australia for the world tournament, we came in second. Which
is exactly what Sergio Hernandez said last night about their youngsters. He was being asked if they're ready, and he goes, they're readier. You know, this experience has been great for them. They needed something like this high level, high pressure, high frequency games. And again, we've talked about how their backcourt's pretty much taken care of. I mean, they've got some talent. They've got some coming up too. Brusino was too young for this tournament to be a shooting guard and play, but he's got the body and he's got the shot. So it's a matter of him getting some steps as Cox misses.
Both of them. That's very unusual.
Yeah, and now.
And he's mad at himself. Now he has to take that out of his mind and play defense. Because
against Carino.
Yeah.
As Semen Zafar does what he does so well, which is run the other guy racket through screens and make a 3. Argentina back up on top. Cox driving. Tough shot.
Yeah, very tough.
And here comes Argentina. Foul by, I believe, Vargas, maybe Guillen. It's going to be on Vargas.
Cox saying that he got fouled on that one, but he was forcing the issue.
And La Provítola with the ball right now, Carlos, will be going to the first team in Europe in which he's going to play. It used to be for the golden generation. That was a given early in their careers.
Yeah, but the rules changed so much. You were able, if you had you were of European descent, which most of the Argentinians are, you could play right away. Now it's a little bit different.
Substitutions. Cubillan in. Or, let's see, Guillen. No, or is it Cox? A 3-point guard lineup. Interesting.
Yes.
4-point Argentine lead.
Yeah.
Gatero is the center, and look at him all the way out by the 3-point line, taking out Scola.
Venezuela has run out of offense in the last part of this quarter.
Gatero launches a 3 with 5 seconds to shoot,
yeah,
and that's more his typical 3-point shot. Garino inside to Nocioni, beautiful pass, but Miguel Ruiz got in the way.
And Nocioni thinks he got fouled, and I think he's right.
Outside, Cubillan for the 3. Short, rebounded by Scola, and he gets slapped and fouled by Gregory Vargas.
There's a lead now on that rim for Venezuela. Nothing goes in for them for the last 5 minutes, I would say.
Vargas asking for Cristiano Maraño's help in getting up. Exhausted. Gonzalo Garcia, bearded man on the left, went all the way to the finals with Gimnasia and Esgrima, which means gymnastics and fencing. These are clubs, for you to understand how it works in Argentina, these are neighborhood clubs that form, and members pay their dues, and they typically have a clubhouse, and then they start buying the adjacent land and building a soccer field, a football field, a basketball court.
Yeah.
And then more and more, as the city grows, more and more members become members of the team, and then they form leagues in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. So they have a little tradition there.
And most of those clubs go as far back as early 20th century.
Yes. As Gatterol launches a floater, and he scores, cut down the Argentine lead to 3. Eventually, you may have a club or two that really grow massively and become really nationwide teams like Boca Junior.
Or River Plate.
And now in basketball, San Lorenzo. Nocioni misses. Rebounded by Scola, and he gets the put back.
There's the captain right there. Nocioni again asking the referee why is that not a foul?
Give me
one.
Give me one. But he's been doing it nicely. Got a tech for the last couple of games. Arguing calls. Guillén launches. It's in.
I'm telling you, you cannot lose this kid.
El Sastre, the Taylor.
If you have any questions about it, ask Canada from last night.
Timely shots, timely plays. Now Provitola with a notion of a 3 over to Garino. And he's fouled on the way to the basket.
Graterol didn't know that Ruiz was there to help on defense. It would have been a very difficult shot for Garino against Ruiz, but Graterol fouled him when he was starting his upward move to the basket.
Hernandez, I think, telling La Provitola he should have taken that shot and taken the foul. That three-pointer. He's hesitated. As Garino will go to the line. Garino, for many Argentines, as we've mentioned, a revelation because he took the unusual step that only 3 members of the Argentine senior men's national team have taken that I can remember. Instead of going to stick around and turn pro right after you turn 18 or less, or go to Europe, again turning pro, he went to the NCAA in the U.S., playing for George Washington University. He'll join them for his 4th and final year, senior year, immediately after this tournament.
Lane violation on Graterol, so another shot for Garino.
So Garino has not been watched by Argentines, either in their home league or through European leagues, and they really don't get any games, NCAA games in Argentina. So they're really kind of seeing him for the first time here. They love what they see.
Well, in order for Argentinians to be able to watch Garino in the NCAA, his university would have to make it to the Final Four.
That's about the only games that they would show.
They do show the Final Four there in Argentina. That's about it.
Lewis, born in Caracas. Father, an American, playing there, as was John Cox's father. Here comes Guillén. Misses.
Good job by Mariaga again.
Just keeping that ball alive. Lewis launches now. It's good! And he gets all worked up. And when Lewis scores that basket, he usually starts a streak. Let's see. 1-point game, 10 seconds for the end of the third.
And now Argentina playing for the last shot of the quarter.
Inside to Scola. And he makes a nice adjustment. And that will be the end of the third quarter. As Argentina still wants one more second in the ball. But they're going to go to the fourth quarter with a 3-point lead, 52-49. Argentina 1 quarter away from hanging another gold medal around their necks. Argentina responds after an 8-point quarter with a 24-point quarter.
How about that, huh?
And look at the crowd, Carlos, in this Palacio. the vast majority are Mexican. There's a few Venezuelans and a few Argentines here, including the Argentine ambassador to Mexico sitting in the front row. But by and large, it's a Mexican crowd. Mexico already played and lost. They're here. This is special. And I've told you before in this tournament, I don't recall in my short experience watching FIBA Americas tournaments to see a home country crowd watch and show up for so many games that do not involve their home country team. They're really appreciating the fact that there's high quality basketball. And by the way, the seats are very cheap.
They are.
They're very, very cheap.
They really are.
The start of the fourth quarter, alongside former Puerto Rico national team head coach Carlos Morales. This is Alvaro Martin. Thanks for joining us for the last couple of weeks. With the time to decide who gets the gold, who gets the silver between Venezuela and Argentina. And Scola picks up where he left off at the end of three.
Yeah, Marriaga did a good job staying with him through three different screens that he had to go through. But at the end, Scola,
too much Scola.
Yeah, which is one of those all moves that he had.
As they said in Brazil, Scola do basquete. Backdoor open, extra pass. Marriaga wasn't ready, and he's fouled by Scola. Or as they say in Italy, Scola di pallacanestro.
So Marriaga, who's not a good free throw shooter, back to the free throw line.
So Marriaga made one of two last time. Hadn't made one and taken many. He is now 1 for 3 in the tournament. Wow. And one thing about Marriaga, Carlos, those free throws are like fingerprints. No two alike. Look at the mechanics here.
Let's see, he missed one short. Let's see now if he misses long. No, short again.
Campasso back in the game after getting that cut in his left elbow. Sealed. Foul by Cox. Hooked Campasso. Again, Carlos, one of the things about Argentina, subtle things. Cox kind of hooks him. Let's see. Look what Campasso does. Little contact. He actually produces the hook. Turns around, flails his head. He gets the foul.
That's part of a flop. I mean,
but they get away with it more often than not. Safar stepped on the line.
Yeah,
what?
He was out of bounds when he got the ball. Good call there.
Gregory Vargas getting some rest. Back to Colmenares, intercepted by Nocioni. Zafar on the corner, open three. He could set himself, but he misses. Scola. He traveled because he saw cutting Campasso, wanted to give him the ball, knew that ball was going to be intercepted, and shuffled his feet before trying to make a shot. Another good move by Colmenares.
Yeah, Colmenares
to pull the chair.
Pull the chair.
Scola now with his third turnover, 14 points, 10 rebounds, another double-double for him. And Argentina still with a 5-point lead. The game 8 days ago was close until the very end, Carlos, as Campasso again touches that ball. And Garcia's really on Gregory Vargas' case. Grillo, stuff shot, no good.
That's not a good shot.
Rescued by Vargas and thrown right at Scola. He's shooting mad at Zafar, I believe. I don't know why.
14 new seconds for Venezuela for this offense.
On the FIBA reset.
Double screen for Lewis.
Nice move. Tough shot. He has to pass. Great defense by Garino. Vargas, another difficult shot. But he gets the ball back and he puts it in.
He was lucky there.
3-point Argentina lead.
No question about it. He was lucky.
They're trying to deny Scola the ball, but he gets it anyway. And he works from Colmenares. Some falls. The ball's loose. Colmenares picks it up, and here comes Gregory Vargas in Venezuela. Inside to Colmenares, somebody lost track of him.
Well, Scola didn't run back on defense. Remember, the one that took the ball away after pulling the share was Colmenares. He passed the ball to the point guard. He ran the middle of the court, and Scola never got to the defensive end.
Once again, like in the second quarter, this is getting interesting. A steal by Colmenares. Campazzo with a mistake, and he lays it in. Venezuela up on top.
And Sergio Hernandez cannot believe it. Look at him.
3 consecutive careless mistakes. Uncharacteristic.
Yes, very.
Zafar drives, loses the ball, and it's
leg.
off him.
Off his leg, yeah. You can't believe it either. So now Venezuela is playing great defense for a couple of minutes, and that turns on the offense. Look at Colmenares running the court.
Nestor felt lonely.
Nobody picked him up, and then he stole the ball and got another one very easily.
Colmenares with 7 points. Cox. Oh, he had Colmenares for a second. He drives against Zafar, and he lays it in. It's a 3-point Venezuelan lead.
Another very good game here.
Now the Mexican fans getting in on Venezuela's side again. They cheered him against Canada, doing likewise against the Argentina. A strip by Lewis.
And Lewis is wide open ahead.
Nobody saw him. Over to Colmenares, and he gets hammered. No foul. No foul. Corner shot. Zafar loses the handle, throws it up, and it's in with a foul.
Wow.
What a sequence.
Wow.
Colmenares showing he's got a cut in his shoulder. And Cristiano Maraño's not interested in looking at it. And that is the second night in a row that Selim Zafar not only gets a shot, he moves his left arm to get in the way of the closer, and he draws a foul. Smart move. I'd love to see that play on the other end. Scola seems to be a little banged
up. The one where
Colmenares
went to the basket because he was surrounded
by.
by.
He's bleeding too.
At least 2 players from Argentina.
Scola has to be substituted, and Marcos Elia will do that. Scola doesn't want to lead the game. I tell you what, if I get injured, Carlos, I get a little scratch, I'm going to go to Argentina. They patch you up real quick. That was about as quick a patch-up job as I've ever seen.
Yes.
Scola will come back as soon as he can. Zafar completes a 4-point play, and now Argentina regains the lead. What a game.
Well, see, that's a good chance that Sergio Hernandez has to give us Scola at least 1 minute on the bench to rest for the stretch run of what looks to be a very tight game at the end.
Starts, dribbles against Garino, stops, pops, and scores. Venezuela back up on top.
Elia running to the basket, wide open.
And he makes the easy one. No! Back into the hands of Argentina. Nocioni with a 3. No good.
Wow.
What a shot Elia just missed.
And Nocioni too, he was wide open.
Scola checks back in. And the next dead ball. Heiser Guillen in traffic.
Surrounded by players.
7 to shoot. Colmenares realizes it, lifts it, chucks it, and he scores! That was a prayer. That was a prayer.
And after a minute, Scola is back on at the scorer's table, waiting to get back in the game.
3-point Venezuela lead. Safar again, looking to tie, looking for contact.
They're running him through screens.
Dwight Lewis chasing him. Now a corner three, way long. Saying, calm down, let's work it, let's work it.
Colmenares is tired. He has been working so hard underneath that basket.
Guillen, all the way in. Little hesitation move.
Yeah.
And a timeout for Sergio Hernandez as he's down 3 with 4:26 to go. Make that 5 with 4:26 to go.
Well, they're going to run 4 down on offense. They're going to spread the court. But he was saying, Coach Hernandez was saying to the guy who was guarding Colmenares staying back, and you stay with him, you should be in the paint trying to stop that dribble penetration. And he says, a lot of time left, but we have to start playing differently.
We need to play a different game.
A different game, yeah.
A new game. Pressure from Venezuela. Campasso driving all the way short, tipped out by Colmenares, rescued, but not quite rescued by Lito Vargas. It will belong to Argentina with 14 to shoot. Cox is a little slow getting up.
Let's see what happened there.
He got shoved by Scola, and then he did a little flopping. Cross-court pass. Garino, nice close by Cox. Inside to Scola, but an offensive foul by Garino.
Colmenares sacrificing his body to get in front of the driver. And even though the pass was made, Garino, that was, I would say that was a no call there.
Third foul by Garino, and the second by Argentina in the quarter. Both teams with 2 fouls.
I'm not too sure that contact granted a foul there.
Colmenares crosses midcourt. Looks for someone to hand off the ball to, and it's Guillen. Back to Colmenares. Floater, short, tapped out by Scola into the hands of Nocioni.
They have numbers.
Yeah, and so did Heitor Guillen recognized that, so we fouled Campasso.
His third foul. I mean, the 13th foul on Venezuela. Guillen had 3 fouls also.
Getting into inbound. No room to pass for Scola. Campasso trying to beat the defense, and he misses. But there's a foul. It's on Venezuela. Manu Ginobili begins to sweat it. To the right of your screen, Federico Suspielles, who's now taken over the Argentine Federation after some allegations of corruption. Suspielles is a government official that played basketball professionally in Argentina. But his post is temporary. There are going to be some changes.
Great pass.
Yeah,
great
beautiful pass. Well, cutting Garino.
Luis lost track of Garino for a split second, and that was enough for Garino to cut in front of the basket.
Now it is a 3-point Venezuelan lead. Mexican crowd chanting Venezuela.
Good defense by Garino there.
No room to even try an up and under. He touches the rim though. And in that fight for the ball, it belongs to Argentina.
So Argentina can cut into this Venezuelan lead or tie with a three-pointer.
Oh, the nice flip and turnaround by Campaso.
What a move.
Timeout, Nestor Garcia. He's seen enough. His team now will cling to a 1-point lead with 2:45 to go in the gold medal game of the 2015 Olympic qualifier for the Americas. Look at that flip. Nice. Listen in to Nestor Garcia.
Over there, all of us will be ball screen. Entonces, lo estiro acá. Wait for him right there. No voy a buscarlo porque le agarro. Don't come get me. No es uno rojo. Para que vea más y la pueda pasar el gol.
Well, on offense, Venezuela is going to try to run a play where the ball is going to end up at the wing, and he wants the guy at the wing to drive to the basket, either to go all the way or to pass the ball to the shooters open at the other corner. On defense, he says they are playing middle pick and roll, so we don't want to force them any way. We want to stay in front of them.
Actually, they're going to retreat us slightly. Don't go out too far out because they're blowing right by us.
But that's Campaso.
The blur.
Even playing that way, he can go by you.
Gabriel Vargas back in the game along with Guillén. Graterol also screening for Guillén. They take the ball away from him by design. Lewis on the weak side. Three-pointer. Tipped in by the captain.
No, Sioni did not box out. He just went for the ball and forgot about Vargas.
3-point Venezuela lead with 2:15 to go. Campaso coming off that pick and roll.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Even if you play away from him, he can either go all the way to the basket or stop at the free throw line.
And float it.
Yeah. So pick your poison with Campaso there.
And he makes such quick reads of that defense, huh? Again, lots of dribbling. Behind the back. Draws the contact from the captain. How about that move by Guillén?
And that's the third foul on Scola.
Scola leaned in, no doubt. That was a foul. Now the captain wants a meeting. Guillén makes a free throw, builds up that lead to 2, minute 48.
Another great game for this guy.
Yes. Guillén right now.
Ace and Guillén.
14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a turnover, a steal.
Somebody has to go back and pick up Safar. He's all by himself almost at half court.
Lewis showed up. Makes both, 3-point lead. A lot of time to play, though, between these two. Still. Another high pick and roll. Hesitation move. Nice contained by Graterol, trying to keep up with Campaso. Good luck with that. Campaso hesitates against drives. And a foul before. No baskets is Maraño.
Yeah, but that's Venezuela's 15th foul, so Campaso will go to the free throw line. He has been the Campaso show lately.
As it was against Mexico in key moments of that game. Referee Garcia talking to Hernandez.
So how about those 4 games to finish the tournament? The 2 semifinals last night, and these 2 for the bronze and the gold medal. I mean, great games, all of them.
To close the last tournament of its kind.
One out of 2 for Campaso because they lead to 2 points.
And Carlos, I have to add, Mexico's been a wonderful host.
You can say that again, yeah.
In every way. Inside and out of this facility. Again.
5 seconds.
He's got to shoot. 4 seconds to Windy from the corner, from the elbow. 4 point.
Two possession game with a minute to go.
Cross court to Scola. Touched by and stripped again by Vargas. Double strip. 3-on-1. Gregory. It's in. A 6-point lead. 2 long possessions difference with 56 seconds to go. Defense once again. The calling card for Nestor Garcia's Vino Tinto.
And even though Venezuela is celebrating too early, I don't like the body language of the Argentinians right now.
Uncharacteristic mistake, Carlos, to make Venezuela come back into the game and then build up a lead.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. You have to go give praise to the defense, because as soon as somebody turns their back, they're right there, tipping at balls, trying to get the loose balls.
Let's listen into Sergio. He drops his board. La Provita will be in for Pato Garino.
Chapu, a Luis, Paco volver a Chapu. Entra ahí o ahí. Aclaro. Diagonal, a él. 2 puntos, 3 puntos.
On the inbounds play, they're going to set a screen either for Scola coming towards the block or a shooter coming out to get the ball. And he has a lot of three-point shooters on the court right now. With only Scola is not a great three-point shooter, but they put La Provitola in for Garino.
And after Nocioni screens, he may go to the elbow as another shooter if needed. Let's see. He does screen Scola. Comes out to the perimeter. Back to Nocioni, driving all the way in. He scores!
And a foul.
And the foul by Lewis.
Big mistake by Vargas, trying to get in the passing lane. Instead of playing with his hand in the passing lane, he got completely in the passing lane. Back cut by Nocioni. And a chance for a three-point play for Argentina that would convert this game into a one-possession game.
Wow. Selem Safar back in the game. So now 2 point guards and a shooting guard along with the vets, including this man, Andres Nocioni. Do you remember back in 2010 when he was Philadelphia 76ers? He had an ankle injury that was typical Chapu, gross, amazing. He wanted to play so badly. Philadelphia almost had to go to Turkey and pull him out of that tournament. They did finally.
Right.
He refused up until the last minute. Probably under some significant pressure. Completes a three-point play. 45 seconds.
Again, taking a long time to start the offense.
He pushes off Campasso. Launches a three. Short. The ball fought over. Back in the hands of Argentina. Campasso. Zafal on the other side. La Provitola finds him. Over to Chapu. Misses. A foul on Campasso by Guillén. 2 shots with less than 20 seconds to go in the game. Campasso so far in this game, 1 for 2 from the line.
But see, now after Campasso makes both free throws, Vargas is asking for somebody bigger to come and rebound.
And a 69% free throw shooter as Colmenares will be coming in.
That was a
smart move by the captain.
Saying, hey, we need another rebounder in case he misses the second one. But the other thing is that they need free throw shooters, and they took Cox out of the game. That's another thing. If he makes them both, there's a timeout for Garcia, so he can get back.
Cox misses a shot.
He needs to get back his shooters on the court. So Garcia very smartly says, if he makes the second shot, I want a timeout.
Mad at himself. Makes the second one. And of course that timeout that you mentioned, called by Nestor Garcia. Team up by 2 with less than 20 seconds to go in regulation.
So they need Cuillan, Vargas, Guillén, and Cox, I would say, on the court now, because they need to handle the ball against the pressure and make their free throws. setting up an inbound play so that their best shooter touch the ball. But I don't know. They have Colmenares on the court. Who is the inbounder? Colmenares will take the ball out. Well, they have 4 good shooters in there.
And the bad shooter's the one inbounding. 20 seconds though.
Argentina switching everything.
And a foul quickly by Campasso on Gregory Vargas. Gregory will take free throws. Remember, he finished the game yesterday, making 1 of 2 to seal the deal for Venezuela. He right now in this game.
As a matter of fact, Argentina, that was their 4th team foul.
So he's not going.
They have another one to give. Now, if they commit now a foul, the ball will go. They will go to the free throw line.
Oh, Zafar slipped again, and Grillito scores. 14 seconds.
Oh, Campasso is so quick.
Cuts it down to 2. Watch out.
Another timeout.
Timeout by Garcia.
So Venezuela 10 seconds away from getting that gold medal.
Zafar slipped, I believe, on the decal again.
Remember, Venezuela's best showing in this tournament was in 1992 when they lost the final game. Yeah, he's
more than once, more than once.
But getting back to Venezuela, they have never won a gold medal at this level. Of course, Argentina had won a couple. So those guys that came in second are called the Heroes of Portland. What would these guys be called if they finish this off?
Caco Solorzano, the assistant coach, already called them the conquistadors of Mexico.
They're going to go for the steal, Argentina, and if they don't get the first steal, fall right away. It's not over yet, because Venezuela will have to inbound the ball, protect it, and then make their free throws. If they make both, they convert the game again into a 2-possession game. No pressure on the inbounder. Everybody's going to be switching there so that they can deny the ball to the guard.
Vargas grabs it. No foul yet. Here comes a foul by Zafar with 6 8/10 of a second.
And Campasso and Scola both are saying, we fouled him right away. When he got the ball, we fouled him. And you didn't call it.
They want seconds back on the clock. That was a foul.
Campasso, mad at the referee.
What do I have to do? Chop his head off?
Zafar had the presence of mind on committing the second one.
So Vargas coming into this game an 84% free throw shooter. Made both today. Again with critical ones. Makes both, and he puts his game away.
Yeah, but if he makes only one, you know what I would do if I was Venezuela? I would run to the three-point line and give him the layup. He misses the first one. So you got to make sure that you switch everything in the perimeter, no open shots for the three-pointers, and give them the layup.
What if you miss both?
Well, that would be different, but he's going to make this one. I told you.
Let's see. 6 seconds. La Provitola launches a 3, banks it, and a foul. Foul in this play.
And Venezuela is going to win this one.
With 0.3 of a second.
The first.
Caco Solorzano hugging Nestor Garcia. Watch his back.
A couple of years ago, Venezuela won a South American Championship, and now they're going to win the gold medal. The captain says, hey,
settle down.
It's not over yet. What are you guys doing? You want a technical foul now?
What an accomplishment by a team, Carlos, that no one, absolutely no one, and I'm going to add, no one in Venezuela thought this team would do this.
That's exactly right. The only one that I think that was certain that they could do this was Nestor Garcia. And now,
and he convinced the players.
Look at that hug between Garcia and Hernandez. Hernandez accepting that Venezuela has won the gold medal
for the first time ever.
Unbelievable.
And so Venezuela has run the table here. They beat Argentina 76-71, and they win their first gold medal in this, the last of all these 17 hemispheric tournaments, by beating no other than Argentina by 5. The players appreciate each other.
There were a very nice exchange there between Nico Ricciotti and Nestor Garcia. I'm going to tell you what. When Nico Ricciotti was a young kid, his father, as a point guard, won a championship with Peñarol del Mar del Plata. You know who the coach was?
Nestor Garcia.
Nestor Garcia.
What a victory for Venezuela. These players and coaching staff, I'm told, are going to be arriving tomorrow, and I am told there's going to be a caravan starting at the airport, Maiquetía, and Lord knows where that one's going to end, maybe in the Brazilian border.
I also was told that there's a big chance that the president is going to send his private plane for those players to get to Venezuela, to Caracas tomorrow.
What an achievement. Reminding us once again, Carlos, after all, it is a team sport. Nothing against Argentina. They play a great level of team sport. But no stars in this team, no names in this team, who cares?
That's right.
They knew what they had, and every game gave them confidence to realize it's enough. And it was enough.
That's right.
Venezuela in the Olympics already, and now a gold medal for the first time in these tournaments. As we set up for the award ceremony, Venezuela gold, Argentina silver, and Canada took the bronze on a last-second shot as Carmelo Cortés, the Federation president, hugs John Cox. Cortés has been a long-time president. He's hinted that he may leave. I'll tell you what, I'm not trying to run him out of office.
He has to be the happiest man right now because much was said that Gravis Vasquez wasn't here because of the leadership of Carmelo Cortés, or the lack of, so to speak.
Great friends, great rivals. Remember, in 2010, Narcia was on that bench, 2011, on that bench, assisting Julio Lamas. When Lamas went to London, here's the case you were talking about, Ricciotti. His father played under Garcia. I'm sure he said, my dad sends his best. And then he was left off the Olympic assistant coaching group and essentially went for Venezuela.
Yes.
And this has been the product of work for the past 2+ years.
That's his boss with Guaros de Lara, the owner of the team that came in second in Venezuela this past season.
And the party is just getting started for La Vinotinto. The 2015 Olympic qualifier champion, Venezuela. Marriaga playing some unbelievable minutes with that bulging disc in his back. Carlos, he ended up with 1 point, 4 rebounds, 1 block shot, but great rim protection.
Yeah, he played good defense against Cola and then against whoever tried to drive to the basket with him in the paint.
He also denied space to shoot for the opponent.
He kept a couple of balls alive by tipping them back to teammates.
The captain talking to Guado's team owner, Jorge Gonzalez, and that's Caco Solorzano. 33 tournaments, Carlos. Overall representing Venezuela, 16 as a player, 1 as a head coach, and now the 16th as an assistant coach. What a win. Again, let's review the best of this game. Gregory Vargas with a floater. Vargas was saved, was rested towards the end of the game. Javi Vargas with some early offense in this game. Smart move, Carlos, without foul trouble, of sitting Vargas to the very end of the game. Nocioni with a very tough shot, made 9 points in the first quarter. Nocioni ended up with 21 points to lead Argentina. Again, scoring 15, 3 assists, 2 rebounds for him.
There's a good question now because
the MVP.
Exactly.
And a team that spread everything.
Everything is spread almost equally between partners.
I tell you, Colmenares can make a case for it.
How about Guillen? the last two games. He has been instrumental in them beating Canada and now earning the gold medal tonight.
John Cox led this team in average scoring, 12 points per game. So we'll see, Carlos. It's been a tremendous team effort, and the difficulty we have in choosing anyone in the team as the primus inter pares tells you what great team play Venezuela has exhibited in the entire tournament. Venezuela opened up the first round, beating Cuba easily. That was actually the very first game of the tournament. And they beat Puerto Rico. That was a tremendous driver, tremendous momentum out of that game, Carlos. So they finally got Puerto Rico behind them. Then they lost to Canada by 20. And then the second game in the first round that was a bit of a springboard, even though they lost, was a 9-point loss to Argentina. This has been the revenge today. That was a close game until most of that game. And Argentina pulled it out at the end, but they gave them a lot of confidence that they could play with Argentina towards the end of the game, and maybe the breaks would go the other way. Then in the second round, they easily beat the Dominican Republic, lost to Mexico in an incredibly close game that could have gone either way. Then had another tough loss against Uruguay, an unexplainable loss. The only thing you can say about that loss is they played Mexico late, left everything on the court, and then had an early game against Uruguay. And then Venezuela trounced Panama, assured their spot.
Well, remember, that game was close until midway through the third quarter. And that was the game that got them to the semifinals. They needed to win one. They had 3 chances. They lost to Mexico, they lost to Uruguay, and then they beat Panama in the very last day of the second round.
So people were thinking, well, Venezuela, I mean, they're happy to be there. I mean, they've got Canada, they've got Argentina, they've got Mexico. They'll never make it. I mean, they'll never go to the Olympics. And I'll bet you that 25 million Venezuelans probably thought that way. But one thing Nestor Garcia has done with this team, it's done so well, this team has such tunnel vision. They really do. They've been so focused. The concentration level has been tremendous.
Alvaro, this is the smallest team of the whole tournament in terms of average height.
But clearly the biggest team in terms of heart.
That's exactly right.
And effort. And the tunnel vision allowed them to not worry about who's the opponent, you know, what's going on. Even when they were down in games, just play basketball, play our game. And I have to say, they forced a few, but Argentina made a few mistakes, and that's all Venezuela needs. All it needs. This, for example, was of the 4 semifinalists, the worst three-point shooting team in the tournament, and the one of those 4 that took the highest share of shots from behind the arc. And you say, well, why? Well, that's part of the offense. And they knew that because they had such few great three-point shooters, they were going to have to play some tremendous defense.
And that they did.
And that they did. And by the way, those three-point shots open up some lanes for some penetrations, which helped them immensely. Like this one, by Colmenares. Great move here by Campazzo, stealing his own ball.
Even though Guillen touched that ball.
And
then
Guillen on the other side with a hesitation move from almost midcourt.
Yeah, all was speed by Guillen there against Campazzo.
Guillen, 28-year-old, may just be the MVP of this tournament. Who knows? And at this point, who cares for Venezuela?
Right. That's exactly right.
So now the question will be, and already I can tell you it's already happening as they qualified for the Olympics yesterday with a nice putback here. Key putback. Is who is going to join this team? Are you going to break this gang up? Going to
I wouldn't. I'm
Rio.
telling you, I wouldn't. I know that there are some very good players that didn't make this trip. Maybe the guys that were injured and wanted to be here, they deserve a chance.
One question, do you keep Marriaga or not?
That would be tough to take that kid out, that guy out of there because
maybe Cesar Garcia, 26-year-old who got a few
Garcia
minutes.
could open a spot for some for Betelmi or Echenique maybe.
All right, I think we're ready now for the ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the awards ceremony of the Mexico 2015 FIBA Americas Championship.
Los premios serán presentados por
The awards will be presented by
Horacio de la Vega is one of the head of the organizing committee here in Mexico. He'll be doing some of the honors, some of the presentation of the medals.
What a great tournament this was.
UC Richards,
UC Richards,
president of FIBA Americas as well, will be on hand. And I think they're going to get Mexican sombreros, Carlos. You see them piled up on the right. You see another basket on the right of your screen. How are they going to fit that in their luggage? They're going to have to wear them.
That's the best way to go about it.
And if you are the conquistador of Mexico, there's no better trophy to go back home to Venezuela tomorrow.
Bronze medal.
Now the bronze medalist from Canada.
For the team of Canada.
The Canadians right now are finally coming in now. I see them now. There's Brady Heslop versus step onto the court. Canadians, Carlos, they were, Jay Triano was saying after the game in the press conference that, you know, when you think about it, when you get a little perspective, in Toronto and here in Mexico City in the Pan American Games and this Olympic qualifier, we were 13, 16, and 3. We won medals. We took hard losses. Maybe we need to just sort of think that this is part of the process, and the hope is that they can keep this unit together for the repechage, for that last chance qualifier, coming up July 5th through 11th next year, somewhere around the world. And now the silver medalist from Argentina. Unbeaten until Mexico beat them at the end of their second round. And they had a wonderful game against the host in the revenge game 48 hours later, only to lose to a team they already had beaten earlier, Venezuela, but a team that plays a somewhat similar brand of basketball with perhaps a little bit more athleticism, a little bit more, than Argentina. Again, Argentina a little slow in coming off the dressing room, I believe. And I think the orchestra will have to play a couple more movements
Yes, you're right about that.
until they show up. Nowhere to be found. They must be in the dressing room.
Yes, and some of the crowd that are hanging around for this ceremony are getting impatient.
Okay, now the Argentines come in.
There they are.
Yep, led by their captain Luis Scola. Paco Campasso will be playing for Murcia next year. Chapo Nocioni, former teammate of Campasso last season with Real Madrid, will be back with that team. What a tournament by Luis Scola, Carlos. Still dominating competition here at the age of 35. And now the gold medalist for the first time in hemispheric tournaments, none other than Venezuela.
Gold medal and champion of the Mexico 2015.
Check all the Argentinians clapping,
For the national team of
acknowledging the Venezuelans.
Their South American rivals.
Only Heslip is doing so for Canada.
Show of sportsmanship. I think the Canadians are not used to FIBA competition.
They need to learn something.
They need to learn a few things.
Yeah.
They're young, needs to learn. As now Andrew Nicholson joins in and claps as well. The gold medalist from Venezuela. One unit. And for basketball in Venezuela, Carlos, this is like turbocharging the sport there. I mean, baseball's still the #1 sport. Soccer's making inroads. It's widely played. Now, they're going to be watching them at home playing in Rio.
I'm telling you, the professional league there has a huge following. Huge.
You've coached it for a couple of seasons.
Yes, I did.
bronze medals for the national team of Canada.
Now, the Canadians are going to get their medals. Richards will be there, and Del Valle as well. This young team, Carlos, I've said this was the start of the birth of a new powerhouse. I stand by what I said. Remember in FIBA basketball, if your worst game is the one that matters the most, you're done.
Right.
You're done.
And that happened to them. After they lost the first game to Argentina, they were the most dominant team.
They reacted from that loss.
Yes.
But guess what?
They started blowing people out of the court.
It may have given them a little false sense of dominance. And it matters, that game, that classic game to get to Rio, the direct path to the Olympics, and that's been the lesson here. I hope these players are mad, upset, and just anxious to play that tournament next July.
And there are the sombreros, the Mexican hats.
This is gonna be great. I can't wait to see these guys go home with the sombreros. Look at Wiggins, a little skeptical.
Yeah, but I bet you Robert Sacre is having a blast.
He's
here.
the guy. He's the guy that keeps his team loose. Bennett didn't play today due to a stomach ailment. And now the captain, Corey Joseph. Look at Triano. He lived in Guadalajara for a couple of seasons. Big smile from Jay. We haven't seen that in a while. Corey Joseph will take the third place trophy. Well deserved for the man who made the shot that won the game. And now he doesn't want to get it, but he's the captain. And now the silver medalists from Argentina.
2015 FIBA Americas Championship goes to the national team of
Remember, Canada, Mexico, Puerto Rico immediately go to the repechage. And then it's up to another America's team, not already in the repechage, to decide to host one of those 3 worldwide tournaments. We'll find out in the coming weeks and months. You see Richards now rewarding Sergio Hernandez. What a great tournament he had, Carlos. Argentinians expect gold, but I think this is a great achievement for this team.
I think it is, definitely. I mean, they had those 2 anchors that we were talking about, Nocioni and Scola, but they had a very young team.
Including Gabriel Deck, who just got, you see him in the back here, just got his medal, 20-year-old.
20-year-old.
Couldn't finish the tournament because of a stress fracture, bone in his foot. Nocioni, he'll be going to Rio as well. Delia as well, and of course the captain, Luis Scola. What a guy, Carlos. Beyond the player, things that Luis Scola does for basketball in his country, the way he represents himself, his teammates, the country.
And now red hats, red sombreros for the Argentinians. They were green for the bronze medal earning team.
Of course, each color representing each of the colors in the Mexican flag, so I assume that the winners get the white hats. The good guys always get the white hats, don't they? Look at Scola. He's just not comfortable there. And Campas already looks like Emiliano Zapata. And so does Nocioni. They're not used to that. Just not used to that. What a gentleman. What a player. And now they're going to give an MVP award. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the All-Star 5 and Most Valuable Player Award of the Mexico 2015 FIBA Americas Championship presented by Tizon.
El premio que tiene el campeonato FIBA Américas del equipo de Venezuela.
From the national team of
It's a Venezuelan.
Heisler Guillen.
Heisler Guillen.
I told you.
Heisler Guillen, the MVP of the tournament. All of Venezuela wanted to climb. They thought it was him, but it's actually an individual award. And Guillen, I'm not sure, is aware. He just was told, get up there and get that trophy.
Yeah, but
From the national team of Canada,
Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins is also on the all-tournament team.
Andrew Wiggins. De la Selección Nacional de Argentina.
from the national team of Argentina,
Argentina will play some
Andrés
players.
Nocioni.
Andres Chapo Nocioni.
De la Selección Nacional de Argentina.
from the national
of course, Luis Scola. So now we have 4 players.
From Mexico will be Gustavo Ayon.
From the national team of Mexico.
And there he is. Gustavo Ayon emerges from the runway. And he gets a tremendous ovation. What a bunch here. I'll take him everywhere, especially with Capo Nocioni guarding my back. The all-tournament team. What an honor for Guillén, Carlos. Not even the starting point guard of his team, but again, a team of equals in this august company. Scola and Ayon again together in the all-tournament team as they were in Caracas.
But Guillén hasn't been named the MVP, right?
No, and now we will.
The most valuable player award of the Mexico 2015 FIBA Americas Championship presented by
And the
Tizon.
20-year-old Andrew Wiggins in the middle. Oh my.
From the national team of Argentina.
It's Argentina, the MVP. It's Luis Scola again. 4th time in 5 tournaments. Luis Scola, the MVP. Running out of wrists.
Muchas gracias. Y ahora, medalla de oro.
And now the gold medal.
And Guillén has to run now. He has to run towards his teammate so that he can step on the podium at the same time as his teammates.
He gets a congratulatory handshake from Facu Campazo. Venezuela, the Americas champion, gold medal for the first time for Venezuela in hemispheric play. Brothers forever. And not just those two, the Vargas brothers.
Los premiados, Héctor Guillén, Néstor Colmenares, Miguel Ruiz, César García, Windy Granderol, José Vargas, Gregory Vargas, David Cubillán,
And you know what?
Miguel
The
Vargas,
gold medal earning team gets black
Javier
sombreros.
Vargas, Dwight Lewis, John
Go figure.
Dawes, y el entrenador, Néstor García.
Garcia gets another warm applause here from the crowd.
Fuerte aplauso a los campeones.
He said, Carlos, that yesterday's game was the best, the highlight of his coaching career. I don't know if this one tops that one.
How about this one, huh?
Beating his home country.
Grillo, José Vargas.
And they are getting black hats. Los Villanos. The villains, the champions. And the captain, Jose Grillito Vargas, steps forward. What a nice touch, by the way. The sombreros. The Venezuelans are really into it. And even Nestor gets into the act.
Solicitamos que José Vargas reciba la Copa de Campeones.
And now Jose Vargas will receive the Americas Championship Cup for 2015.
Pongámonos de pie para escuchar respetuosamente el himno nacional. de
And now we will listen
Please rise for
the national anthem of the champions, Venezuela, Gloria al Bravo Pueblo, glory to the brave people.
Gritaba el Señor, lejos escuchó la libertad.
And now, of course, the speculation comparing these champions to the 92 Venezuela team that fell only at the end to the Dream Team, no less.
On behalf of FIBA Americas and the entire FIBA family, we want to thank the City of Mexico. We want to thank our presenting partner, our global partners, our event partners. We want to congratulate the bronze medal team from Canada, the silver medal team from Argentina, and the 2015 FIBA Americas Champion, Venezuela. Thank you very much for all of your support. Thank you.
That was UC Richard from the United States Virgin Islands, the president of FIBA America and a member of FIBA Central Bureau since 2009. And for Nestor Garcia and this bunch, Carlos, in a moment where Venezuela is quite divided as a nation, this is a bomb. This is a reminder of what they can do as a unit. What an achievement by this bunch.
A great one. There's no other way to describe it.
And what a way to close the 17 hemispheric tournaments for FIBA. I'm sure that the new format has its benefits. We talked about how difficult it will be for coaches. But I hope somehow, some way down the road, we can see something like this, because it's been so much fun. I doubt it, but it's been so much fun. And we want to thank everybody in this entire FIBA production crew. They've worked extremely hard. The fans here in Mexico showing once again that basketball may not be top of mind amongst media and marketers, but it is quite popular here, and it is quite a vehicle to draw people to enjoy themselves as an entertainment venue.
That's right.
The people that handle the Palacio de los Deportes did an absolutely fantastic job. The Mexican team fell short, but they still have hope against as the Canadians and even the Puerto Ricans who left earlier. So for everyone concerned here, and for all of you Americas, thank you for watching us. For Carlos Morales, this has been Alvaro Martin signing off from Ciudad de Mexico. We're saying goodbye and so long from the 2015 Olympic qualifying tournament. Venezuela, its first gold. Argentina, the silver. The Canadians, the gold. Muy buenas noches from Mexico City. Good night.
A ver, yo creo que más allá de lo estadístico, de lo táctico, de los numeritos, pues hay que compartir. A ver, Che, más allá de lo técnico, de lo táctico, de los numeritos, compartir, pues un momento tan especial para ti, no solamente el oro, hacerlo además ante la nación que te vio nacer, ante Argentina, y bueno, ya habíamos hablado además del pase a los Olímpicos.
Y esto es tremendo, la verdad que no tengo palabras para decir lo que me han dado estos muchachos. Creo que es el momento más feliz de mi carrera. Somos campeones de América. Esto para nosotros sabemos cómo está el país. Y yo